business from scratch and maintained that business for 4 years as an autistic, high-masking woman who didn't realise that she was autistic. I started the business actually doing nails. This is the most obvious autistic thing ever with hindsight. I then went into brows, I then went into lashes, I went into facials, then I specialised in acne, then I wrote a whole book on acne and published it. I didn't realise at the time, because I didn't realise I was autistic, running that business cost me so much. And when it closed, I was just constantly like, why have I upheld my life? Why have I done this to myself? Like, how am I gonna cope? I loved doing it. I was so passionate about doing it. In hindsight, I hadn't realised that I had scripted my entire business down to like the second, pretty much. I literally had a script for exactly where I would stand when my client would arrive, how long before they would arrive that I would go stand there for, and then I would have exactly what to say to them as we walked up the stairs. I'd make the same joke every single time with a new client. And then when they'd get to the ring, I'd say the same things. Then we would have the facial. Most people don't talk during a facial. That was great. And then after the facial, I'd have the exact same spiel. And then we'd walk down, I'd say the same thing, hope you have a nice day, and then off they'd go. Every single part of that was scripted. Beyond that, when I would get new clients, what I would do was post 3 times per week into 100 Facebook groups. And then when I'd have inquiries, I would use an inquiry script that I'd saved in the notes on my phone, copy and pasted the paragraphs, slightly tweaked them so they were slightly personalised to this situation, and then that was how I would get new clients. Every single aspect of my business was scripted to a T. So obviously when I moved my business to a new location and there was work going on and I couldn't follow the scripts, I lost my structure. The scaffolding literally like fell, and that is when everything fell apart. So with hindsight, now I understand what happened. At the time I was just like, I can't deal with this, this isn't aligned anymore, I'll just work online. If you're autistic and you're struggling with your job right now, at what cost are you dealing with that? And I know it's a privilege to be able to quit your job and to be able to work self-employed and do all these things. I completely appreciate the privilege of that, but I want you to see if there is any way that you can make your life better by accommodating yourself, your life. Even there's accommodations you can bring to like your boss and say, this is what I need going forward. I have autism, you need to accommodate me in these ways. If you can make a job that suits you, your autism, please do. It will change your life.